German Shepherd kept crying for days at home, until the owner finally returned back home. The reason will shock you. For 3 days straight, neighbors could hear the mournful cries of Max, a loyal German Shepherd. He sat at the front door, refusing food, his eyes fixed on the empty driveway. People shook their heads, whispering, "The owner must have abandoned him." But deep down, Max knew something was terribly wrong. His cries weren't for attention, they were calls for help. Concerned, a kind elderly neighbor named Mrs. Green brought water and food, but Max refused to move. He sniffed the ground, ran back to the door, and howled. She thought, "This dog knows more than we do." His loyalty was unshakable, and it stirred compassion in everyone who heard him. On the 4th day, Max began scratching at the back gate, barking frantically. Mrs. Green followed him, only to find deep claw marks on the fence and paw prints leading into the woods. Max was trying to show her something. His instinct screamed that his owner, David, wasn't gone by choice. He was in danger. Authorities were called. At first, they dismissed it. "It's just a dog missing his owner," they said. But Max barked so persistently that an officer finally agreed to follow. Deeper into the woods, they discovered David's car, crashed, hidden by branches, and invisible from the road. Inside, David was weak, dehydrated, and trapped, but alive. Max ran in circles, barking until rescuers pulled David out. Tears filled the man's eyes as he whispered, "You never gave up on me, boy." Everyone stood in awe. What they once thought was just a dog crying turned out to be life-saving instinct. David was rushed to the hospital and Max was finally calm. While David healed, the story spread across the town. People who underestimated dogs realized the depth of their loyalty. "If not for Max," a doctor said, "we wouldn't be having this conversation." Soon after, the police department honored Max with a special medal of bravery. Children painted signs reading "Hero Dog," and neighbors visited to congratulate David and Max. The community felt united by one dog's loyalty and persistence. When David finally returned home, Max jumped into his arms, tail wagging but eyes still watery. The crying had stopped, not because he gave up, but because he had succeeded. The world learned a vital lesson. Never underestimate a dog's instinct, nor the bond between a human and his companion. In Max's persistence was a truth. Loyalty has the power to save lives. Dogs don't just love us. They protect us, fight for us, and sometimes even save us from death. If we listen closely to their instincts, we may find truths we would otherwise miss.